Come after we've rounded up an incredible 5 afternoon games here in the Premier League, starting with our main game at St James's Park, which was, of course, 1-1 at half-time. And then Newcastle took charge. First Premier League goal for 2 years for Jamal Lascelles, Ida, which started the bad second half for your former club, Chelsea.
Yes, Newcastle put Chelsea under pressure from the kick-off of the second half with a wonderful goal for Lascelles. You could always put a big question mark on the defending, on the communication in the defence, as Kohler will tell us. But a great finish.
Go on, Kohler.
Absolutely, absolutely. There is no communication there. No one is talking to anyone there, and Lascelles is free to head the ball. This is no normal for a defence of Chelsea.
Self-destructed again, didn't he, Chelsea? Lack of discipline. I mean, this is just a poor mistake, unfortunately, from a very experienced player in Thiago Silva. And the relief and the joy and the emotion from Joel Linton. Even his finish, he just thrashes it in the end, doesn't he?
After the miss in the
first half, of course, that was on his mind. But you see, goalkeeper was rooted to the spot. And he's got an easy finish, and his celebration in the ends was brilliant to see. It's this here, he knew, didn't he? But it was brilliant. What an afternoon of football. Thankfully, the internationals now are not back till March, and we've got the Premier League back.
And it was another fabulous afternoon, you have to say, for Anthony Gordon, and he rounded it off.
Yeah, it was great. We all thought he would have to come off in the first half after a little tweak to the groin. He was great, full of energy as always, full of running. Defender, surely you should know Anthony Gordon on the left wing would cut back on his right foot. Still a great finish.
Yeah, defender have to go close there. You leave the guy, just get the ball and attack him on the box there. You have to get tight as soon as you're in the box against any striker.
And once again, Chelsea just in that second half using their discipline. 2 yellows for Reece James, the captain. He's now got a match ban.
Well, when you thought they would have a uphill battle,
kicking the ball away,
being 3-1 down at this stage of the game, on a yellow card, your captain did let them down a little bit today, I thought.
Yeah, it's a mistake, isn't it? But as Ida says, when you're on a yellow card, you just don't touch. The 3-1 down when this happens, so the game's almost gone. But that then effectively ended the game. That was it, and it's really poor. He's been injured and just come back. He's the skipper, and then he does that, and then that sets a catalyst of actions where everybody was getting yellow cards or anything. And when they have a bad day, Chelsea, they have a really bad day. It just implodes, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no danger there. No. Just leave him. Just leave him and just recover. That's
just
it.
The fact, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Experience in defence, comes up with the biggest mistake of the day. And if you look at it, 3-1 down, you never had the feeling Chelsea were coming back at that stage.
No. So they had 3 successive away wins, 2 steps forward, 1 step back for Chelsea and their manager, who was in the stands today because of 3 yellow cards, Mauricio Pochettino.
How tough was it to watch this from the stands, and why did Chelsea look so exposed at times, especially on the second half, apart from the red card?
Well, I think it wasn't our best game. I think it was our worst game of the season. Yes, it was really tough to be on the stand and see the game. I think even Newcastle wasn't great, but I think the result is for one. What we can say about that, we cannot complain. I think we were really, we didn't read the game from the beginning. We didn't play in the way that we should play. We play without energy and mental energy. I think we show lack of intensity, energy, because I think after we score, right after we score, I think in 1-1, I think was the moment for us to go to the game and go and to force them, to play deep. And it was absolutely, I think was so easy for Newcastle. That is why I am so upset and very disappointed with the performance. And okay, the result also, but I think more with the performance, because I think it was our worst performance of the season.
Yeah, worst performance of the season, says Mauricio Pochettino. Welcome back, all square then in our main game at St James's Park. Ida's former club Chelsea equalising against Newcastle after a disappointing start, but you liked the touch from 17-year-old Lewis Miley on his home debut.
It was lovely, lovely bit of disguise on his pass. Put it into Isak's feet, who just had to adjust himself a little bit, slotted it away nicely. But for a 17-year-old to have this kind of vision, lovely stuff.
And that was Isak putting Newcastle in front on his return to the starting lineup. Chelsea's response was a good one, though, Michael, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an excellent response. And to be honest, the game has been brilliant, hasn't it? It's been really lively, attacking both ends, lots of chances. And you just hope it continues in the same vein in the second half. But, yeah, Chelsea have responded really well. But it's a lovely goal. And, you know, you're absolutely thrilled for Lewis Miley, a 17-year-old local lad, to set up a goal like that. And as Ida said, his disguise was lovely, wasn't it? Really nice.
Now, before we see the equaliser, is everyone happy that it was a foul for the free kick by Kieran Trippier?
Yeah, for me, I think it was a foul because Raheem is in front there, and you can see that the defender done very well because he blocked the line of pass before, because Raheem looked for the pass, and then you can see a push on his back there.
Yeah, and also you don't know whether there was any contact with the legs because Kieran Trippier is right behind and Raheem slows up. You know, the angle's not conclusive, but yeah, the fact that he was given a penalty, he still had a lot to do, albeit.
Well, suffice to say, there was some surprise that Raheem Sterling was taking this.
Well, you couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe it, but I said Raheem Sterling is amazing at free kicks.
There was a few of you. There was a few of you.
Jacolo as well.
Exactly right.
Jacolo as well.
The thing is,
I think McManaman's quote was, "Why on earth is Reece James taking this?"
No, I said Raheem Sterling hits a lovely free kick, and of course I was proven right. It was Cristiano-esque, wasn't it? The way he whipped it over that.
absolutely. I was really surprised because I played with Raheem. Never saw him taking a free kick at training, and he does that. That was beautiful.
We do see Kieran Trippier taking free kicks, though, and he hit the woodwork with one shortly afterwards. This was more recognisable.
Yeah, nice strike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice strike, but whether the goalkeeper would have got there, I think he probably would. But still,
Might have even
gotten
gotten a little touch there, the goalkeeper, if we look at it now. There you go.
Yeah.
Just enough, maybe.
Just before that, how did Joe Linton not put Newcastle back in front, Ida?
Wow.
Explain this.
One of the missed chances of the season already, and might still be when the season finishes. Goalkeepers in no man's land. You just have to steer it straight into the net. Somehow gets it past the far post.
And that is the reason that it's all square at St James's Park. Right, incidents in 3 of the other 4 games. Let's begin at the City Ground.